We're going to be finishing off our circus composition project. We're going to start by making sure all our characters are cut out. So this is kind of tricky, and the best way to cut them out is as close to the line as possible. The other thing you might want to add to your composition is a little piece of string. Now this is for the tightrope walker, so if you have a tightrope walker, you might want to, on the back of your composition, tape a little piece of string, and I've got mine starting at pi and finishing a little bit lower. I'm then going to glue my cut out characters. I'm going to make sure I do the smallest characters in the distance first and the larger characters in the foreground last. The next thing I'm going to do is make some bunting. Now my bunting is in red and white. You do not have to use red and white, you can use something more colourful if you like. The technique you're going to try and use though is to fold a thin strip of your coloured paper in half, so roughly about 2 centimetres for each of these pieces of triangular bunting. Then you're going to cut the triangles. So you start with your first snip, and then what you do is try and angle your second snip so that you've made a triangle, and you repeat this over and over again along the length of your folded card. I'm now going to repeat the technique with white paper. So same thing again. I've got about a 4 centimetre width of white paper. I fold it in half to make roughly a 2 centimetre triangular space for bunting. I snip them up. Now the next thing I'm going to do is draw 2 little swags that are going to hold the bunting, and I'm just using a Sharpie, and I'm just using a curved line that starts right in the middle of my composition at the top, and it finishes on that kind of first row of chairs at the front. So they're roughly symmetrical. Yours don't have to be symmetrical. I've tried to make mine roughly the same. And then what I've done is I've glued each of the triangular pieces of bunting, alternating the colours as I go with red, white, red, white. And there you have your finished circus composition.